Share screen. Lovable. Nope. That should be it. Can I get a link now? What happens if I go here? What is happening? For the challenge, okay. Hopefully this works. Competition. Okay. Oh, somebody's joined. Awesome. I'll get started in a minute. I'll wait for a few people to join. Cool, that works. I'll just get started now. I think there's only 2 of us, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I'm going to start creating the PRD tool in Lovable. So sorry, I have a monitor on the right, so I might turn my head quite often as I've got some extra screens over there. But yeah, so the idea here is to build a PRD tool and from scratch. So I'm going to try and make this micro SaaS app and using OpenAI, Stripe for payments, and obviously Supabase. So yeah, I'll just show you guys how I kind of go from ideation to building out a full product essentially. So yeah, I get mobile app with Lovable. For mobile apps, I'd recommend Bolt. They have a Expo feature. So yeah, look into Bolt. I wouldn't recommend Lovable for mobile apps. It's mainly for web apps. But oh wow, quite a few people. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and just what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down on a Word doc some step by steps just to figure out for this first live stream. So yeah, just some tasks. So I think the first thing would be ideation. So obviously we know it's a PRD tool, and ideally we want to have a well built out prompt that which is our first prompt that we feed into Lovable. So for this, we can just use Perplexity or ChatGPT. So we just interact with ChatGPT, figure out what sections we want the PRD to display, some of the features, and then once we develop and refine that prompt in ChatGPT, we can just then move over into Lovable, feed it to Lovable, and then it will build out our first our first iteration. So yeah, ideation in ChatGPT or Perplexity. Whatever LLM, doesn't matter. So yeah, there's going to be a bit of back and forward there. So I think kind of to figure out what sections to include in a PRD. So maybe it's best if I define what a PRD is. It's essentially a product requirements document where, if you have a client and they tell you, okay, Zach, I'd like to build a dating app, and then they'll want to quote an estimate on how long it will take. So you will have to say to them, okay, before I do this, I need to know exactly what it is that you want to build. I need to know the exact features, the exact pages, integrations, everything, and all that information that you will request from the clients is in the PRD tool. Sorry, is in the PRD documents. So yes, it's like a project overview or project brief. So it's really useful, and essentially you might even have to build it yourself with the client, as opposed to just telling them to do it. Or you could, use a tool like this, what we're going to build, to essentially, you can just say to your clients, hey, just try out my tool. It will create a PRD for you, and then you can send over the PRD to me. So let's just go ahead and, okay, so we need to figure out what sections we want in the PRD. So chat with OpenAI. There might be like a tech stack section, core features, ethics, whatever. So yeah, for the core features also of the PRD, I'm thinking there'll be like a chat feature where you just type in the name of the type of app you want to build. Let's just go with I don't know, do you guys have any like app ideas? I'm thinking just like a dating app or something. I don't know. Let's just do dating app. So yeah, chat feature where we just say, I want to create a PRD for a dating app, and then it will generate that in a new page. which is then generated in a new page, which then generates the PRD in a new page. Chat feature will be on new page to refine the PRD once it's generated. And that will be through an OpenAI integration. And then with the PRD, once PRD is finalized. Oh, oops. Can you not see my Word documents? Oh, that's odd. Yeah. Oh, I see why. Let me see. Share screen, entire screen. Oh yeah, sorry, I had. Oops. Yeah, I had it for the specific browser. Okay. So yeah, so once the PRD is finalized and fully generated, thanks, man. So once it's fully generated, we can then edit the PRD if we want. We can save it. We can download it. So, and then, we can do the backend authentication, all that stuff. We can do that later. But I think for today, we'll just focus on this. And I've not really pre-planned this, if I'm being honest, because I just wanted you guys to get a raw view of, how it is how essentially I approach these projects. I thought that was the best way. So let me just move this Word doc out of the way. I'm going to put it here on the right to my monitor. So essentially, I'm just going to copy and paste some of that text I wrote down in the Word doc, feed it to ChatGPT or Perplexity. Let's just go with Perplexity. And I'm just going to say, I want to create a prompt for lovable.dev to create a PRD tool that generates PRDs. Project requirements documents. It should be able to understand what it is. Or I need help with creating a prompt, a well thought out prompt for Lovable, blah, blah, blah. And then here are some of my thoughts. And then this is just what I wrote in the Word documents. Some of the core features, the chat feature, that we can save the PRD that is generated, download it. And let's just see what it comes up with. And we can always change it later in Lovable also. It's not exactly a prompt, is it? Provide a Lovable prompt to build this tool in Lovable so I can feed it into, okay, that is the prompt. Let's see. I mean, I don't have a Claude subscription. I just find Perplexity is quite good for ideation. That's just my personal experience. Or even ChatGPT. I used to use Claude for coding, but I've actually not tested it on ideation. But to be honest, I think they're all quite similar, at least for ideation. You could use a reasoning model. That would be really good. I actually wanted to test out ChatGPT's new reasoning model. And it would be actually really cool if we could hook it up to the tool, so it generates the PRD document using these new reasoning models, as they're now available via API. I think I might try that in the next live stream, actually. That'd be really cool. So let's just, create a web tool that allows users to easily generate and refine, provide a chat interface. where users can describe the app they wish to build after submission. Yeah, let's just generate a short PRD on a new overview and product, target users, core feature. I mean, yeah, this is fine for now. Yeah, let's just see what it does. We'll just feed it this, and we can always refine it later in Lovable. So this will be our first prompt. Are you guys building anything interesting on Lovable or these tools? No, I've not used agents. Is that agents just for chatting, or agents to actually execute tasks on your browser, for example? Research. No, I want to try them. So it's like a reasoning model almost, or I mean, that would just be to get a better prompt to feed into Lovable. I like 10 people joined the community today, which is quite good. I think overall we're doing ranked 436 in tech, which is not too bad. I think we were 800 last month, so that's all that information might be about. Yeah. Is it? I mean, I'm just thinking, would it be different? Manus Abacus, would they be different from one of the reasoning models that OpenAI just released a few days ago? I think the reasoning models are the best for providing high quality text and information. However, there is a lot of latency because it takes time to generate that output. So I'm just concerned if I use the API, then there's going to be a lot of latency. You know, if somebody tries to create a PRD and then it takes 1 minute to generate, it's a lot of time. I do want to try it out, yes. I mean, I think Perplexity has this, deep research. I should have actually done this to, too late now, it's fine. It's like, it's never going to come up with the perfect tool, is it, on the first prompt? You're always going to have to refine it, so. Yeah, it's really taking its time here. Ugh. Yeah, I don't want this. Let me see if I can just edit this out. No. Remove this section, which I don't like. Section in the landing page. Keep this section, which is our chat section. Describe your feature product section, the main focus of the page. I like apps. If I land on a landing page, I want to understand straight away what it does. I hate it when there's like just a lot of onboarding, and although I understand why it exists, but it's just cool to have an app where you just click on the website URL and you know instantly and immediately what it does. So no barriers. Section, the main focus of the page. Okay, describe your product section, the main focus. of the page and keep it centered. I want to build a dating app. I think it'd be cool to have, as opposed to having the user write all of this text you see here, we can just have, let's see, in the text box, add some text like, I want to build a, and then the user will input the type of app, example, dating app, or whatever, and see what it does. They do all have the same kind of look, don't they? These apps. That's fine. Has it created other pages? Yeah, generate. And you can also preview the pages here. Let's see what generate does. What? Okay, it's not letting me go there. Is it generate? Yeah, generate. I guess I just have to use this chat feature first, and then I'll get access to that. Cool, awesome, yeah. Okay, it's not really done that text thing I told it to do. But that's fine. I'll make some refinements after. Okay, so I want to build. Obviously, we don't have OpenAI. We don't have OpenAI connected. The OpenAI API. We'll also need to connect Supabase to create the edge function to then call the OpenAI API and store our OpenAI keys in Supabase secrets. So let's just go ahead and set up Supabase. Not connected, connect a project. Yep. Create a project. Project name, let's call it PRD. Region, definitely not Stockholm. It is, well, there's not Scotland, so database password, let me just generate password. I'll copy this and save it for later. Just make sure you save that password in case you need it for later. And then just write it down somewhere like I'm doing right now. Supabase password. Cool. So is it connected? It should be connected. Why does it say not connected? Just refresh. Yep, there. Cool. Okay. Now, obviously, we want to generate the actual PRD. So to do so, we're going to have to inform Lovable that's going to have to make a call to the OpenAI API and then generate that text. So let's just go ahead and do that. Now, when I click generate PRD, I always like to be, I know a lot of you guys struggle a lot with prompts. That's what's, it's actually probably I'd say the number one pain point and issue I've seen when people join. So I think, you just want to be hyper specific, provide a lot of context. Here I'm essentially, I could say, when I click the generate PRD button in the landing page, and by saying that, it knows exactly what type of action I'm going to do to then call the OpenAI API. So when it does this, I want you to then create the PRD document using the OpenAI API key. And I think the credentials, I can provide them here. Let me provide the OpenAI API key here. Let's see what it does. It should create an edge function. Let me just refresh this. Cool. Got four people in total. That's not bad. I thought nobody would show up, so I'm not complaining. My first live stream. Oh, what happened here? Oh, yeah. It's a preview. Yeah, don't need that. 2 messages, okay. Ah, why is it so slow? It would be great if it was faster. In the meantime, I'm just gonna get my OpenAI API key. Like I'm assuming you guys know how to get an API key. If you don't, just let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'll just show you now how to do this. Yeah, OpenAI API key. You just have to set up I think it's a developer account with OpenAI. And then obviously you can use whatever language model you want to use. You know, some of the really cheap models, I think they're available. The Llama models, 3.2, they're really, they have a very low cost per token output and input. I think they're available on Deep Infra. But yeah, if you guys want to know about that, let me know. I could send a link over. So yeah, I'll just create a new API key here. Let's just call it PRD tool, create a secret key. And I'll just copy my key. I'm just going to save that. So this key is going to allow us, with people not familiar with APIs, this key will just allow us to, it will allow our application, Lovable application, to speak with OpenAI. So obviously when you, or to speak with ChatGPT. So obviously when you speak with ChatGPT, you're interacting, you're writing in the chat feature, conversing, whatever. All that functionality is available through an API. Do you put the key into the Lovable chats? Well, there sometimes Lovable gives the option to insert it safely, the OpenAI, or just any API key, and then it would push it into Supabase. But I'm thinking the safer option would just be to, you know, as opposed to doing it from Lovable to Supabase, just do it directly in Supabase. So I'll just add it right now. And by the way, it seems as if the key name always has to correspond, you know, it has to be exactly this key name. So, and you can always ask Lovable if you're not sure what key name to put. So let's just save this. And then that's our secret here added. So why is it taking so long? Oh, I'm being stupid, that's why. I provided it into Supabase secrets. It will understand straight away. It will just see the key name and understand that I've given the key. But yeah, I can close this now. Yeah, I'll just do it directly in Supabase. But I'm assuming if Lovable gives you the option, I'm assuming that's also safe. Did anyone watch the OpenAI demo yesterday? I didn't watch it. Like, were there any use cases that the OpenAI team showed that were impressive, or that, you know, you guys really thought was cool? Neither. Yeah, I heard on Twitter, or X, sorry. Like not a lot of people were impressed. Like it's not a major improvement. And then in the meantime, during the actual demo, Elon Musk was just shitting on OpenAI, the new model, and saying that Grok 4 is better, which is funny. It's always funny to see these public debates. Like you actually wonder how they probably like tailor these models just to beat the benchmarks. But and you wonder how much of it is actually just made to tailor towards beating the benchmark as to actually being good. I don't know. but let's see what happens. I want to build a dating app. Generate PRD. It's all about the benchmarks. I'm hoping, I don't know if, does anyone have like experience with YouTube live streaming? I mean, is it easy to then, can I edit this video in YouTube Studio? Because I don't want to upload the full live stream on the Skool community. I don't think anybody will want to go through this live stream. Okay, oh wow. Doesn't usually have errors. Let's see, I'm going to check the edge functions. See if the issue's in here. If we can just check the logs here. Well, there's no error. Let me just check here. Maybe it's just like a silly front end issue. Oh, cool. So yeah, so it's created our PRD right now with the different sections that we outlined here. So overview, target users, core features, overview, target users, core features. Yeah, I'm sure the other ones are also matching. And there's also one other thing I wanted to show you guys, which is, the actual prompt we use to interact with OpenAI. It should be, I think it's in the edge function. Let's see. Oh yeah, here it is. So this is the prompt we're using each time somebody clicks on generate PRD. This is the prompt that is executed, and then obviously, the app name, so dating app, that will get injected into this prompt here. So if you guys are not happy with this prompt, you could just interact with Lovable and say, yeah, I'm not happy with the prompt. Make it sound more friendly, or add this section or whatever. A lot of the sections here, target users and persona, I don't really want that. You know what, it'd be cool actually if I could add my own sections in. This is great. I don't know why I compliment it. It's not going to change. It's not going to really do anything, is it? So it's like so funny when people say thank you or great job. It's not going to change its mind, is it? But anyways, okay, let's just I want to be able to add my own sections, such as and I'm just getting an example so it understands what section I'm referring to. So again, all about being hyper specific and providing examples, such as blah blah blah. Okay, such as I want to be able to add my sections and also delete sections. So if there's a section I don't like this one, I can just click delete and remove it. Cool. Yeah, it's not done the chat assistant feature, which essentially will just be a chat here. Essentially exactly this. The Lovable UI has this chat feature on the left. We'll have the same concept in the PRD tool here, where we can speak with the assistant, which will then help and refine this PRD document, which will be cool. So I wish it was a bit faster. For this is like a very simple request. It's not. But yeah, let's see. But I can already start prompting that. So let's just say, okay, I now want let's call it a chat assistant feature in the generate page where the user will interact with the OpenAI model. What has it done there? Okay, still doing something. But anyways, OpenAI model, and they can ask for further refinements. For the generated PRD. Okay, this is added the text back in. This is JSON for some reason. Okay, it's not JSON anymore. Jesus, it's taken so long for a simple feature. That's quite frustrating, but yeah, that's fine. Are you guys finding this useful? Hopefully. Okay, so I can now delete edits. Let's just do test, save. Okay, cool. We can edit it. Can we delete? Cool. And awesome. I'm glad to hear. And why is this stupid thing? Okay, let me hide it. Add new section. I just want to be quick. I don't want to waste too much time. Test. Yeah, this is not useful. I need to be able to name the new section. It's not allowing me to actually edit the name here, which is not good. Let's just do this. So my prompts are they're not super complex. They're quite basic. But I do try to be specific. I mean, what issues do you guys have with prompts? I mean, it just seems like a very common pain point. Come on. Any newcomers? Nope. Okay. Let's see what it does. Generating your PRD. It was already generated. Jeez. Oh, we got someone new. Hey, Heather Silver. Oh, okay, let's see. Let's see if we can edit. Jesus, it's so fancy. Test, add section. Add your content here. That's horrible, but you know what? Let's just keep it for now. Test, save. Yeah, we'll just keep it for now. It would be good if we could move this section above here, or we could just move it wherever we wanted to. Let's just do that now. Allow the user to move sections up and down. Let's just see if it understands. It's a basic prompt, but what is show chat? Oh, cool. So it's done the show chat feature. However, I don't want it to be. I mean, I do like the idea of it's just like I want it to be always visible, but I do like this thing of just having the PRD in front of me, so I can just fully focus on that. So actually, this is quite good. This is really cool. Okay. Let's see, maybe I can just go ahead and test the assistant show chat. And I want to rename it to something more friendly, intuitive. change name of show chat button to chat assistant. I feel like my prompts are very minimalistic, but it does seem to understand them, so I'm not complaining. Come on. Okay, cool. I wish I could just, oh, awesome. Yes, I can move sections now. So if I create a new section, I don't like that, but it doesn't matter. Test, save, I can move it up and down. It'd be cool if I could just like drag it up and down, but yeah, we'll just leave that for later. It's fine. Okay, so I'll change the name of the chat assistant. So it's show chat to chat assistant. And then we're going to test out these features. It would be cool to have, I wanted to show you guys also maybe how to use resend, which it just like integrate, you can have like a custom email in resend, like hello@zack.com, and then use that email to send, have it integrate in your app, and then it can send out emails to users. But it's like, it's not necessary. You can also use Superbase's email service provider. So let's see. What did I ask? Chat assistant, cool. I want to see what it looks like in preview. Okay, whatever. Dating app. Cool. This looks really nice. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the look. Oh, why is that JSON? It's in a JSON format. But yeah, if you ever have this issue where it displays the text like this is in a what's called a JSON format. But to undo it, just what you can do is mention the section. You can just say, it's funny how it doesn't show it here like that, but you can just say the section is displaying data in a JSON format. Please fix this, and it will fix it. So yeah, that looks nice. I'm not complaining. Now let's see what I can do with this refinement chart. Let me just what I can do is okay, for the generated PRD, I want to make the first section, the first overview section, sound more friendly. And let's see if it updates it. Same message. Yes. I just said yes. Oh, what's happening here? Why is the... Okay, looks like it's broken. Okay, the chat, okay, the PRD refinement chat. I am unable to click enter in the refinement chat as the submit button is not visible. And also it's asked me twice here the same question. So I just understand you'd like to modify based on, okay, let's just maybe it was going to do the right thing. Let's see. So I think for this live stream, I'll just spend maybe another 20, 30 minutes, get this chat assistant working, and then test out the save, export, and share features. And then we can call it a wrap. And then the next live stream, we'll be doing users, adding user authentication, storing them in Supabase. I don't think we even have a table yet, or we should have a table to save PRDs. It's not created that. So that's interesting. You have not, well, obviously there's no user management. So yeah, it's pretty useless now. So cool. Now it's showing the button. Spark Connect, make the section in the generated PRD sound more friendly. Let's see what it does. Well, the reason, wait, I think I need to store this actually in Supabase for it to then update it. Yeah, so please create a table in Supabase for storing and saving PRDs. I don't have user management as of now, so just save the PRDs I generate now, so I can then utilize the PRD refinement chat to refine and update PRDs. So essentially, I think what's happening is because we don't have this saved in Supabase, we're then asking this refinement chat to, sorry, we're asking our chat assistant feature here to modify this, but it doesn't know where to look for it because it's not saved in our table in Supabase or database. So we will have to create a table to save this in there. However, I don't want to do user management right now. I want to leave that for the next live stream. I'm just head it off. Okay, cool. Apply changes. And we might have to remove this later because obviously we want every PRD that is generated to be associated with the user that's generated that PRD. Apply changes. Then it could be that we allow the user to use it 2-3 times for free, and then we introduce what's called a paywall, which is essentially you just say, okay, you've used up your 3 free trials. You know, you can just select the monthly plan and then connect it to Stripe. They'll then take the payment and then they can use it unlimited times. Now for an MVP, that should be fine. We don't want to overcomplicate it. Okay. PRDs. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so I'm gonna have to regenerate a PRD again, so then get saved in the table in Supabase. I'll just wait for this to finish off. Awesome. Okay, let's see. No, let's not save that. So we'll have to create a new PRD. Let's just say dating app again. Don't know why I'm obsessed with dating apps. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I think I'll be done in 15 minutes anyways. I just want to get some of these core features working. And then, there's going to be 4 other live streams. So, and then, yeah, again, I'm just going to edit these videos and upload them to Skool. I wish some of the other so for example, right now, if you notice the OpenAI model is really really cool, yeah. If they're quite slow, you could just look at different models that are faster. Nothing comes to mind now, but just what we can do is just OpenAI models. Look at some of the faster models. I think the mini ones are quite fast. So you can try in the chat here and say, just use a faster OpenAI model, or you can give it the specific model name, which might, you might just have specified GPT-5 mini, and then it will update the edge function with that new model if you want it to be faster. Oh, no PRD data found. That's good. Did it do anything? Let's see. No. Okay, let's just do a dating app again. I wonder if it's because I moved to a different page. Have you guys built anything quite complex that's, has Stripe payments? Well, it's not super complex, but it's, like a micro SaaS with Stripe payments, some of these OpenAI integrations. Have you guys done that, or? Cool, awesome. So hopefully you're learning something. Okay, cool. What was I going to do? I think it was the chat. No, I was going to see if it's saved in Supabase. No, so you can see that the PRD that was just generated, it's not been saved into Supabase. So I'm going to say, I just generated a PRD and it was not saved in the Supabase PRD table. Let me just refresh again just to be sure. Nope. Because ideally when the PRD is instantly generated, it needs to be saved into here as text. So all that's all this text that we see, it's going to be saved in here in a nice format. So then if we need it later, it would use this table, this data saved as a reference. If we want to use the chat assistant, it would refer to this data in here, which is essentially all this text here. I see there's more comments now. Oh, so it's saying if I just click save, it should save it. Okay, cool, yeah. So if I click save, it saves it, but ideally it should do it before. And you can see here, this is all our text that it's been generated that will be used after. Okay, so this should now work. So for the section, update the text inside to make it more friendly, to make the tone. Oh my God, seriously? What did I do? What is it doing? Let's just try this again. Okay, dating app. This is super common. You just need to persist and be patient. How many prompts have I used so far? Not sure. Come on. This is odd. Why are you doing this? You can get more logs here in the console log. So something related with Superbase. I wonder if it's the edge function. Oh, there we go. It's not valid. So there's a parsing issue. I'm just going to copy and paste this error log and give it to Lovable and see if it can fix it. Issue when generating PRD. Here are the Superbase edge function logs, and please fix as the PRD is not being generated. Well, it should automatically look at the logs Lovable and figure out the issue by itself. So yeah, if you want to do like debugging, you have a few options. You can look at the specific edge function that's is experiencing the issue, and you just go to logs here and find the error, and then just copy this message here, error message, and feed it to Lovable, although it should already be able to view this. Or you can look at the overall logs in here, API gateway. Or you could look at, but here it's not showing the edge function logs, or here, yeah, sorry. Or you could just open up the console and try to debug it from there. Okay, so it should be working now. Is the audio okay? Can you hear me fine? Okay, it's working now. Let's try the chat assistant again. Yeah, okay, cool. The roadmap, awesome, and timeline section, make the tone more friendly. And this is just to verify it actually works. So phase 1, just want to remember. Okay, let's see what it does. Understand you'd like to modify peer based on your request. The roadmap and timeline section made a tone more friendly. That can help you. Would you like me to update the document? Yes. Okay, why is it? Okay, I'm just going to ask Lovable what the issue is here. When interacting with the PRD refinement chat feature, it seems to get stuck in a loop and not implement the requested changes, as you can see in the chat. It fails to instantly update the PRD that was generated, which is the main purpose of the PRD refinement chat. I don't know why it's, let me just try again. Yes. Yes, it's just like it's stuck in a loop, but that's fine. We'll just ask Lovable to debug it. I wonder what the issue is. I wonder if I could have added a live stream thing in here. Don't know. Okay. Yeah, I think it might take a few more minutes to test these features out. But it's super common. You just need to persist through these issues. Okay. PRD, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see if it's... I might have to create a new PRD. For the generated PRD, I want the section to have a more you know what, let's just translate it to Spanish or something. Section to be translated to Spanish text. That we know for a fact that it works. Oh, cool. Yeah, sure. Thanks for the engagement. I'll edit this and then upload it to Skool later. Have a nice day. But it's not actually updated it. Please go ahead. Wait, can you actually see the chat feature? Yeah, you should be able to see it. Let's see. Okay. The section is still in English. It needs to be translated to Spanish. Are you also leaving Silver? This is frustrating. The PRD generated a roadmap and timeline section. However, when interacting with the PRD refinement chat and asking it to translate the section to Spanish, it does not update the text inside the roadmap and timeline section. Take a look at the chat. I'm just going to copy and paste this. And oh, hey, Caio. And the section that has not been translated yet. So let's see if it understands this. Hey, Caio, how's it going? I couldn't see your text. I was busy with this stuff, but I'll try to reply later. Mucho obrigado. See this. So we're just creating this PRD tool. So this is the actual document that it's created. And we've got like this cool refinement feature, a chat feature, exactly like Lovable's chat feature, which we can just interact with it and then, try to update the PRD text that was generated, but it's not working. So let's see. Translate the roadmap to Spanish. Let's see if this works now. So we want to have like this chat feature just to make changes. Oh, cool, it works now. Awesome. And it's only done in this specific section because we specifically asked for that. Okay, this doesn't make sense. It should. It's replying in voice to text. Well, does Lovable have? So, do you mean like voice to text for the app that I'm creating, or for generating Lovable prompts with my own? Essentially just saying Lovable, hey, I want to do this, 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 and that. Then Lovable will execute the prompt. I've not done that. I did think about it the other day. If I could just, I was just thinking, if I had my phone next to me and I could just tell it, add an alarm this Thursday at 5 p.m. for this reason, it would make life so much easier. But there is, so Lovable has a direct integration with 11 Labs, which is, it offers speech to text and text to speech. Let's see. Then there's a direct integration. So I did create a small tool that was used to translate from different languages speech to. It would do. Yeah, so basically, my mother's. Sorry, my mom. I mean, my girlfriend's mother. She's from Turkey, and she doesn't speak English, and I don't speak Turkish. So I created like this small app that I would speak into it, the app, and it would do speech to text. That text would then, and this was through 11 Labs, that first endpoint, speech to text. Then the text generated in English, I would ask ChatGPT to translate it into Turkish, and it would then call again 11 Labs with that Turkish text and do text to speech. So the app would then output that text as speech in Turkish. So my girlfriend's mum could listen to what I was saying. So you could check out 11 Labs, and there's probably an easier way of doing it, but that's just, yeah, it's really powerful. Yeah, it's really cool. You should check out 11 Labs. It's really good. And I've seen a lot of these like automated phone calls, like Vapi. There's a tool called Vapi. You might have heard of it. You probably have, and it does automated phone calls where you're essentially talking to a bot, but it sounds super yeah, exactly. You've heard of it. Yeah, I wanted to jump on earlier than that. We should have done a YouTube video on that. It exploded. It got so popular. It still is probably. Yeah, I want to try this out so bad. My clients have not really asked anything about it, so let's okay, so this works fine. Again, it's not perfect, but it's fine. And let's see, share. What happens when we click share? It's actually, let me just paste it in my Word document over here. Let's see if it works. Roadmap and timeline. Nope, that doesn't work. When I click the share button, I should be able to share the PRD with others, making sure these features work. The export button should just download the PRD in a PDF format. No, it's good that you're engaging. I mean, yeah. Well, oh, sorry. So right now I'm building. Do you mean what I'm building right now, or just in my free time? Yeah, so this um I have a lot of clients on Upwork, and um they basically come to me and say, Zach, I want to build this, let's say a dating app. And they just ask me directly, how long is it going to take? How much is it going to cost? I cannot give you, me as a developer, I cannot give you a figure or an estimate without knowing exactly what it is I have to build. I need to know the specifics, the features, the pages, the integrations, API integrations, and yeah, it's like, hey, build me the next Bumble. Can you do it in a month? It's like, honestly, um, it's like, the worst thing is when they ask to partner with you. So you basically build it out for free, and then they say, we'll give you some equity, but you can build it out for free for us. And then the app is probably not going to succeed, but you've just built that out for them for free. But the PRD document is essentially a document like what you see here, and it contains, the core features, the landing page, the overview, all the essentials you need to know to build the app. This is not perfect. It needs to be more technical, go into more detail in terms of the core features. So I was thinking a lot of my people in my community, they have clients themselves, and they could also offer this tool to the clients and say, hey, um, if they have my same issue where people don't have a PRD document, not even a project overview, I'll just say, hey, just use my tool. It's free for the first the first 3 trials are free, and then after that it's paid. So you can just go ahead and use it. Let me know if you like it, and then I'm trying to get my people in my community to do the same. I think it'll be a cool project. You can try to monetize it. So scopes flow. Yeah, PRD builder. That's what I'm building. Yeah, scopes flow. What is scopes flow? Is it this one? Lovable generated project. Huh. It's funny how it says lovable generated project already. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's odd. You can probably tell what it's built by Lovable. So yeah. So you want to how to use scopes? So describe your idea, parse your description, and extract the core components. Yes, it's a similar concept. Wait, this guy has 4.5 million subscribers. I seriously doubt that. Let's see. 1,000 subscribers. That's still decent. I've not even got 100, so that's quite good. I mean, sorry, Nako, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. You want to start taking clients? I mean, most of my clients are through Upwork. Is that something you're interested in? Yeah, you also have a lot of subscribers, 13,000. That's crazy. Actually, I'm not sure when you jumped on the Lovable content, because it seemed to like really be exploding a few months ago, but I'm not sure if you were doing it back then, back in February, March. And also Twitter seems to be a lot of content regarding Lovable is exploding on there. Of course, like Twitter X, sorry, is it's essentially the social media platform where builders are. It's really cool. So I try to avoid using Cursor. And what I mean by that, well, I used to use it in my previous job. I was working as a software engineer, but I try to avoid using. I essentially, the type of client profile I try to get is, and the type of project is a project that I can fully build in Lovable. So it's not highly complex. It's quite easy. And then that means it just makes life easier for me. I don't have to export it into Cursor. And yeah, I just deliver it in Lovable essentially. So, but I do want to try out Claude Code. Starting giving it more attention. Yes, Nicole. Yeah, that's what I thought. And it, cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um, so, so sorry, was that a yes to the Upwork clients? Because I'm not sure if you saw my video or content on Skool, where essentially I'm like giving all the steps that work for me. Funnily enough, my friend, my good friend, my uni friend, he's actually a software engineer at one of the large banks, the largest bank actually in the Netherlands. He done Upwork in his free time, and he made like $8,000 in a few months just using my tips. I helped him out. So I know this works for a fact with at least for vibe coding. Other other job roles, I'm not quite sure. But and actually, funny enough, I think I was the first person to include Lovable in their Upwork profile back in January. So it just kind of exploded. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm realizing. It's like I wish I could talk to you guys. We just get on a video call, it would be easier, but I'm not sure if I can do that. But yeah, I need to check that later. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people in my community want to get, learn how to get clients from Upwork, and I think honestly, the video I done is probably just outlines everything you have to do to get your first client. As I said, the most important thing is to get your friend to do that first review for you, that first 5-star review. Make it for like $100, $150. They give you a 5-star review, and that's amazing social proof already. And then don't apply to proposals. Just boost your profile, and that means that people are going to have to they'll reach out to you, and that just completely changes the dynamic where they're trying to win you over. If you think of it psychologically, as opposed to you applying to a proposal with 20 other people, it's insane. So I've never won a project by submitting proposals. I've always done it by boosting my profile. Um, Lead magnets, switch up my upper profile. My specialty are lead magnets. I'm thinking I can start there. Don't need Stripe or auth. Well, I think one we're going off in a bit of a tangent here, but one thing I would look into right now, Nicole, that's like something that's like really exploding. And if you go on X, Twitter right now, um, the type of lovable content that is exploding right now, that's like, yeah, don't miss connects. The type of content on X right now that is exploding, that's like really hot, is using AI images and videos in landing pages. So what you could do is you could stick to just creating landing pages that they don't even have, they might not even have like a back end Superbase connected. It's just Lovable. And what you can do is just use Midjourney. Use Midjourney to create images. It's like what, $20-$25 a month. And then Midjourney also has the feature of once you create an image, you do image to video. You just get that video, put it in your Lovable app. So you will need Superbase to actually store the video in a Superbase bucket, and then you can just like showcase your projects on Upwork. There are these like super cool landing pages with AI images. I'm not sure if you've seen any of them, but that could be really hot, I think, because they're exploding on Twitter. They're getting like 1,000 likes, thousands of likes, these landing pages, and they're nothing essentially. They're just landing pages. They don't. I suppose people always need landing pages. So, yeah, I'm surprised. Like, yeah, I think that's like really, really hot right now. But let's just see these featured. Anyone with? Oh, cool. What's? Why is it giving me the Lovable link? Is this? No, I might remove the share feature later, but exports, okay, it's downloaded as PDF. And I'm going to switch up my Upwork profile, especially. Yeah, SaaS is Magnetify. Custom lead magnet reports. And I've created custom lead magnet reports with 11 labs. Wait, sorry. What is this Magnetify thing? Is that something you've created? Yeah, you just need to go on X and you'll see there there's so much lovable content, not vibe coded. Oh, so you created this tool with Cursor. Oh, yeah, I can see you. Yeah, I can see your YouTube content. So it must be this one. Um, did you build it by yourself from scratch? Okay. And what does it do? Generate leads with content that converts. Might uses AI to create high converted lead magnets and grow your emails. Okay, I see. Do you have users? Also, I would suggest maybe updating this testimonial section. Awesome. That's good. You can get your existing users to do like a video testimonial or something for you. Well, let's see what it's done. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not perfect. We can always change the format later. So yeah, some of these core features are working. I'm just going to leave it as leave it like that for now, and I might refine it in my free time. But yeah, yeah. I mean, for your Upwork profile, all you really have to do is just look at high performing profiles. You know, high performing. Essentially, I just mean profiles that are doing really well. You know, that have earned hundreds of thousands of dollars. That are in your same niche, and all you have to do is just copy and paste their profile, put it into ChatGPT, and say, you know, do something similar, but with these details, which will, you know, details which are your own details, your experience, etc. And that's all you have to do. I mean, yeah, why overcomplicate it? Just use ChatGPT, and it doesn't really matter in the end of the day. I think what really matters is getting that first 5-star review, and you know, just use a friend for that. You know, it's super easy. And then the other thing I mentioned in the video, that if you check on the Skool community, is every 5-star review or job you complete, just increase your price, your hourly rate by $5 or $10. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like that at that. So yeah, I'm probably going to end the live stream now because we started at 4, which is like an hour and 20 minutes ago. And I'll edit this out and upload it. But do you guys have any questions? And then Caio, I noticed you sent me a message. I'll need to have a look at it and set up a meeting. I'll wait for another 2 minutes just to see if you guys have any more questions. I've got to do some client work now. Cool. Nicole, do you have any more questions? Also, yeah, so no, I've got a few questions, but I'll just ask in the meeting, I guess. Okay, cool. Have a good weekend. I'm going to be working this weekend, but you guys have fun. I'm going to be super busy with this, but yeah, see you guys. Bye.